These guys literally tried to steal this man's Hellcat Charger in his driveway as he's pulling up and about to park his car in the garage. They tried to block him in, hop out, and steal his car in front of his house. It doesn't get any more dangerous than this. Let's watch the video. All right, so we see a white wide body Charger Hellcat pulling up. Looks like this is the garage camera. I can't tell if he's opening the garage to pull in or not. I'm assuming he is because he keeps creeping forward. Look in the top. Look in the top. All right, so I'm going to let the video play all the way through, then we'll break it down. Boom, out of nowhere, Camaro comes from behind, blocks him in. Now tell me, if you're sitting in your driveway at home and a random car just comes in behind you and blocks you in, look at the door. The Camaro passenger door is open. Look in the top. You see the flashlight? That's somebody about to hit him from the passenger side. He catches on, he's pulling out, Camaro pulls up. Look at that, Camaro runs into him. That's wild. Look at the dude in the top, fired a bullet at him. You can tell he fired. Hellcat's gone. Look at the Camaro. They're communicating. Look at him communicating up at the top. Hellcat is gone. You saw that other car? That other car was probably a Charger too. A stolen Charger, but a Charger nonetheless. And then you see the Camaro busting a U-turn. They're going after it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't make this up. You know what I'm saying? I can't make this up. Are we still recording? In his driveway, they attempted to block him in, hop out with the guns drawn, and they fired shots on him in his driveway. Tried to block him in. All right, so let's go ahead and watch the video again from the top. He pulls in. I'm not sure why he's kind of slowing around and not pulling into his garage. I'm assuming he's got a garage. Clean white Charger Hellcat. So boom, you can see it. Let's slow it down. Let's go in the back. Look at that car in the top right there. No headlights. Clearly it's nighttime. No headlights, creeping up. Don't worry about the Toyota Tundra truck here. Look at this car up here. You know what I mean? All a part of the plan. And then this car conveniently parks right behind the truck. Disappeared out of the frame. You can still see the tail lights. Boom, here comes the Camaro. I'm going to be honest with you. At this point, guys, my hand is on the Springfield XDM, right? I'm not even going to say pistol. It's on the Springfield XDM because I'm looking around like, what's going on here, right? Something's going on. At no point should this person be blocking me in. This looks like 4:30 on a Sunday. So 4:30 in the morning and this person's pulling up behind me, blocking me in. I'm assuming this guy just got off of work. That's why he's coming home. Camaro hops out. Well, the Camaro blocks him in from the back. Boom, look at that passenger door open. Nope, as soon as that passenger door is open, out of the holster, you know, like that. Passenger door is open. Look at this. Look at this dude up here with the flashlight looking stupid, giving away his position. Look at the Hellcat. He's out of here. Something's not right. You got the flashlight pointed at him. Oh yeah, it's on now. It's on. Look at the dude fire the shots up here. Bow. Like a dumbass, fired 2 random shots, 2 errant shots, hit nothing. Robbery failed. Robbery gone wrong. But come on, guys. In front of this dude's house. Let me go ahead and stop this video. In front of the dude's house. At 4:30 in the morning on a Sunday. This man just got home from work, I'm assuming. Or a late night, you know, booty call type situation. It doesn't matter. But he just got home from doing whatever he was doing, wherever he was doing it, and whoever he was doing it with. Pulling into his driveway. And they were just waiting on him, plotting on him. 4:30 in the morning, they were waiting on him, which means they had done some sort of reconnaissance prior to. And that's another thing. You never know who's watching you come in and out of your neighborhood. You never know who's looking at your car, who's looking at you, who's sitting there doing reconnaissance work, surveillance work, right? Here you are coming to work, coming from work, coming home, grocery store, coming home. They timed this stuff. They knew that he was probably coming home at 4:30 on a Sunday. That was when he comes home from work. And they were timing it to the minute. And they waited on it perfectly. And as soon as his ass came around the corner, they saw that white Hellcat. It's time to work. They knew it. I'm telling you, you never know who's watching you in these cars. I've told you guys this. And a lot of people like to make an argument, well, just get a garage and you're safe. In this case, I'm assuming he had a garage. I don't know why he was taking his time getting in it, but it looks like he had a garage and he was waiting on it maybe to come up. Maybe he was messing around with some stuff inside the car. I don't know. But the fact that this happened in front of this man's house, they ran up on him too deep, right? And tried to be sneaky about it in the top left-hand corner with another person pulling up. See, it's never generally it's never just one person or one car. It's normally 2-3 cars at max. It's normally an orchestrated event between quite a few people, more than just one or two. You know what I'm saying? In most cases, I would say there's a gun involved. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the cases where I've seen charges and challenges being robbed or stolen, there's normally a gun involved. Now, if somebody's just trying to break in and steal whatever you got on the passenger seat or whatever, normally those guys don't have firearms. They're just trying to hit a quick lick and roll out. So for instance, you park your car in a garage, in a mall parking lot or a restaurant parking lot. They're 9 times out of 10 just trying to do a little smash and grab. Bunch of dumbass kids that should be in school but clearly are not. But in this situation where they planned this and this is an orchestrated event, definitely have the guns on you. Now, me personally, you know, there's a phrase that me and my homeboys have. You know, a lot of people say things like be safe, be careful out there, watch your 10 and 2, be careful. My homeboys, we say stay dangerous, right? Hashtag or quote unquote stay dangerous, which basically means from the moment that you walk outside of your house, you need to be vigilant about what's going on. You need to be on your toes at all time. Pull my shorts logo in here. You need to be on your toes at all time. You need to have your head on the swivel. I remember when I used to play football, have your head on the swivel. Know what's going on around you at all times. In this particular scenario, with him pulling up to his driveway, he should have had that garage open almost as soon as he busts that right to turn into his driveway. That way he can hop in, close the garage, done deal. You know, I don't know what he was doing sitting in the driveway like that. That gave the people enough time to come around the corner and try to run up on him. But I mean, I would have done things a little bit quicker. Now, of course, I'm watching, you know, someone else's situation. And hindsight is always 20/20. But no telling what he was doing in the car. He could have been ruffling for the garage opener, anything. I don't know. Could have been on the phone, whatever the case may be. You never know. I mean, regardless, in a situation like this, guys, you're driving your car late at night or rather early in the morning, pitch black, dark out. You got to be on 10. You have to be. When I ride in that car, in my Hellcat, I'm not going to lie to you, all day long, 24 hours, I got my Springfield XDM 9mm sitting in the cup holder. You know what I'm saying? And it's already pulled out of the holster. Not all the way out of the holster for obvious reasons, but it's, put it to you like this, I'm condition 1. You know, 1 in the chamber, ready to go. Magazine in the gun itself, 1 in the chamber, condition 1, as they say in the military. I'm ready to go. Just because in a situation like this, you don't have time to reach forward, cock it, so on and so forth. And of course, you want to do everything within the means of the law, right? Up until the point that these people fired a shot at him, I don't know if he could have pulled his gun on anybody. You know what I'm saying? Legally speaking, looking at it, up until the point that they fired a shot, or up until the point that he saw a gun, I'll put it to you like that. With the person that was in the left-hand corner that was coming behind the truck, up until that point, I don't know if he could have pulled the gun or fired a gun in any scenario, right? Up until he saw that. But once you see that, you know what time it is. And that guy came around the truck with the flashlight, and the flashlight was beaming on the dude. Let's see if we can get it boom, I'm going to rewind it here and stop it. Yeah, so we go a little bit further. Like, this is when he realized something was going wrong. Like, you can see at this point, he's already got the Hellcat in reverse. He's got the wheels turned. He realizes something's going on. And at this point, he probably sees the person, not only with the flashlight, but with the gun drawn. Now, at that point, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm emptying the magazine. Because if I see you and your gun is drawn and you're approaching my car and you're not law enforcement or something, I'm emptying the magazine. And I always carry extra magazine too. I'm not sure if a lot of you do that, but a lot of concealed carry holders will tell you if you're carrying a concealed carry weapon, which 9 times out of 10 is probably between what? Like 8 and 14, 8 and 13 rounds, because it's a smaller gun. It's not a full size Glock 17 or even I guess a 19 is considered compact, right? Not even a subcompact, but a compact. So you're not carrying a full-size weapon. So you don't have a full-size, 17, 18 rounds. So in my case, I like to carry 2 magazines, and I got both of them or the extra magazine available just as quickly as I do the firearm itself. Like I said, everything's hindsight 2020. So I mean, I'm, what do they call it? Monday morning quarterback at this point. But still, my senses would be through the roof. I would be 10 plus 100 at this point. You're coming at my car with the flashlight and the firearm drawn, and you've got a Camaro behind me blocking me in. I already know what type of time this is right now. This is a setup. You're blocking me in from the back with the Camaro, pause, because you don't want me to reverse and, reverse out of this situation. You've got this guy that's going to ambush me from the passenger side with the firearm drawn. I already know what time it is. Like at this point, I'm dumping a whole magazine. I'm being honest with you. Because the reality of the situation is, as much as these guys want the car, they don't want to get shot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reality of a lot of these robberies is that yes, they want your car real bad, but they're not willing to die for it. Now, the messed up part about it, well, the caveat is they're willing to take your life for it, right? So if you get out of order and you get caught slipping, they got no problem firing on you, but they themselves don't want to be fired on. So as soon as you pull out whatever you pull out and you fire it, quite naturally, they're taking off like, scared schoolgirls. I can almost guarantee you that. Nobody is about to have Robert De Niro versus Al Pacino in Heat movie shootout over a Hellcat. They're not built like that. As soon as you pull it out, they're taking off running. Pause. But look at this situation. You can see the dude coming from the passenger side with the gun drawn and the flashlight like a dumbass because he's giving his position away with the flashlight. I don't know why you would have to have a flashlight unless you got a flashlight on your gun, which once again is a dumbass move. Like they don't even do that in law enforcement or the military. They always do the, the over the top like that, right? Or they do it like this. The CIA does it like that. So that when you see the flashlight and you see the firearm, it's at a different vantage point. So if you shoot at the flashlight, you've got to hit this little small arm as opposed to having it on your gun. And it's like, just aim towards the light and you can actually hit the person. You're giving up less of your signature. I think that's what they call it, right? So, I mean, which is stupid to have that on your gun to begin with, but he's approaching with the flashlight and the gun drawn. The Hellcat owner knows what time it is. He gets out of there. I don't blame him there. Don't worry about the car. The car, still functional. It's messed up. The wide body kit is gone. The side fender flares are gone, but you live to fight another day. And considering you got the police footage here, I would take this straight to the police and say, Camaro, find this person. That Camaro's messed up. Look at this. Fired a shot. Fired 2 shots. Stupid use of a firearm. Gonna hit absolutely nothing here. And then they're regrouping and then they're gonna take off. So, I mean, I can't say this. I can't stress this enough, guys. Just like I said, me and my homeboys got that phrase, stay dangerous at all times when you're in this car. Up until the point that you close the garage, lock the car, close the door, turn the alarm on, stay dangerous in these cars. Do you understand me? Up until that point, you stay dangerous in these cars at all times. Scats, Cats, RTs, whatever the case may be, Chargers, Challengers, Durangos, you stay dangerous, which means you need to keep your head on a swivel. In this particular scenario, I'm assuming this driver survived it. His car is going to need some love. But at the end of the day, he did what he was supposed to do. He evaded the situation. He got out alive, which at the end of the day is the most important thing. I mean, we can sit here and talk about gunfights and I would have pulled my firearm and I would have let off and this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, the most important thing is making it out alive, which I'm assuming this driver did. So if he did that successfully, then it's a job well done, which is exactly what he did. So I've got nothing but props for this man. I hope that he's fine. I hope that he gets his car back in order. But like I said, at no point are you safe in these cars. Once you take these cars out of your garage and they're in the public, you're no longer safe. Like you're sitting in, $100,000 machine that everybody wants and nobody wants to work for, unfortunately. So you have to be mindful of that. Like people think that because I am who I am, that I'm like immune. Hell no. Let me just put it to you like this, man. Like I try to stay as dangerous as possible, if that makes sense. I'm not going to tell you what's in my car, but I try to stay as dangerous as possible. Yeah, I try to stay as dangerous as possible at all times. It's crazy out here, guys. Protect yourself, be safe, be careful, but most importantly, stay dangerous. It's been your boy Knockout 360. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.